now, the search is on for 3 people who police say at a Savannah rapper, a member of his entourage. It happened in Los Angeles, and cameras captured the aftermath.
4 men got out and started.
It was very rapid. There was no stop.
Word is spreading on social media that the 26-year-old man pronounced is a well-known Chicago rapper. This man, a passenger in that car, frantic at the sight.
With news outlets documenting the alleged crimes that Lil Durk took part in with the passing of Lil Pab, his lawyers just created 3 ways to have Durk released from jail in 2025. They would begin inside a court by giving out Lil Durk's alibi. From the lyrics that the prosecutors claim that he self-snitched with, where Durk's lawyer would announce, in a move out of the YSL trial playbook, Lil Durk's producer says in a declaration in the M for Hire case that the Wonderful Wayne and Jackie Boy song with Babyface Ray, which prosecutors say bragged about the passing of Lil Pab, was actually recorded 7 months before the incident, where the court document had an attachment showing the original project file being made and recorded before the passing even happened, with the lyrics in question being, and I quote, "Look on the news and see your son screaming no, no," as Quando Rondo was at the scene of the crime screaming no on the sidewalk.
This man, a passenger in that car, frantic at the sight.
They also made a connection to the other lyrics where Lil Durk raps, "Told me they got an Addy, go, got the location, go," as there was an announcement of, Brick Baby says that he would have dropped Quando Rondo's location or address if Lil Durk had asked them to because he is loyal to him.
Why is that? Then it's people like, you lined up somebody from your hood. Like, listen, I didn't. But at the end of the day, what's wrong with giving my friend the address? Oh, this is my boy. He lost his boy. Who did it could be around. 9 times out of 10, had he had asked me, I probably would have been coke if he even asked anybody, if this is even true. But 9 times out of 10, like I said, can I leak a bar?
Sure.
I said if he make the call right now, I'd something.
Right.
As Brick Baby allegedly agreed to not snitch against Durk, but having him say this in an interview is kind of snitching. But Durk also making the screaming no no lyrics with Quando is one of the biggest coincidences of all time. The prosecutors then revealed their own evidence back towards Lil Durk and his lawyers in court. They would announce, "We have over 230 gigs of digital evidence, which includes audio and video recordings and surveillance footage, as well as 20,000 pages of reports still being processed for discovery." As DJ Academics would reveal, it all begins with Durk's albums, as Lil Durk's music titles and album names all create a roadmap for the crimes that were committed by OTF.
2020 Von, 2021 his brother dies. 2022, the niggas who his brother, they get clapped. The who Von, at least a cousin of theirs get clapped. 2023, he drops an album, I'm almost healed. You ever think about that, chat? It's like poetic. 2020, Von dies. 2021, his brother dies. 2022, get back for both those situations. 2023, I'm almost healed. Crazy, huh?
As it seems Lil Durk created a roadmap for himself by getting revenge on all of the ops who did wrong by him, which he then finally heals. With Lil Durk's lawyers providing an alibi for all that evidence, the prosecutors would want to counter some evidence against him. It would go and read, "The feds believe Lil Durk paid to get these 2 dealt with. Number 1, Stephon Mack, who got Lil Durk's brother D-Thang. Number 2, OTF Jam's baby mom, who passed away after Lil Durk found out that he wore a wire around him. Feds believe OTF Jam is the key to putting Lil Durk in jail for all 3 crimes." As it was this Instagram live when Lil Durk noticed that OTF Jam was wearing a wire. Jam was seen holding the top of his jacket, whispering in it, looking to see if everything was connected.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie, my whole dream changed. I ain't gonna lie, like back in the day. Oh, my. Oh, dang. Like back in the day. Look, he took out. Give me the check on your man. I heard you got his head. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, man. Hey, when I was growing up, I used to have a dare. Architect. Having who? I'm having a dare. School trying to stop down. All that woofing on the net, it got your man. Metro!
As alongside this, the prosecutors also investigated more into the other passings that connected to Lil Durk. It was announced Lil Durk linked in a newly unsealed file in a Chicago passing where he is alleged to be behind the crime of Stephon Mack. It is believed that Mack was targeted as revenge for the passing of Lil Durk's brother D-Thang. As in the court document, they shared this Instagram story. When 30 minutes after Stephon Mack passed away, Lil Durk would post, "For D-Thang, aha," then quickly deleted after only 15 minutes. But alongside this, the following day, Lil Durk would post an Instagram story where he would laugh.
You can't see other shit, boy. What? Tweaking on folks. Hey, somebody always said, slap con. Somebody always said, slap con.
As while they're gathering a timeline for the Instagram Live, it is rumored to be only 48 hours after the crime occurred. But this is when Lil Durk's lawyers would get a massive win inside of court with the second way to have Durk released from jail. As it would be announced, sources allege Lil Durk's fast prison transfer was caused by issues within his cell block. Being a high-profile rapper likely caused him to be targeted for commissary and money. This gave the judge a heads up that Lil Durk's life inside of jail is very concerning and he isn't being protected by the law like he should be. They believe that Quando Rondo is sending his hits towards Lil Durk as revenge while he is stuck in a cell block. As Quando Rondo and Lil Tim, they both did separate interviews, but they both said the exact same message and released them on the exact same day. Many looked at it as a weird coincidence, but others believe it was a way for the feds to not target Quando and Lil Tim if anything was to happen to Lil Durk while in jail. As Lil Tim, who did the act towards King Von, said the entire situation should have been avoided, mentioning Durk threw his life away, trying to get revenge for a beef that he and Quando were okay with ending.
No, like, shit, I was just protecting my little brother.
When you did finally find out that it was King Von who did it, how'd you feel?
I was like, damn, if Brian did that stupid shit last night, he still would have been alive. That's how I was. But I was like, shit, I ain't no the type person I am. Like, I'm a humble person. I ain't no disrespect to like his mama saying f***ing me like that, cause I could easily get on that type of stuff and be clout chasing type. Like, I ain't on that type. I'm a humble person, but it's like they ain't never popped that shit off. That would have never happened like that.
As this then even led into Quando Rondo saying the exact same thing, but during a different interview, saying that he wishes it was handled a different way. Durk has a family with lots of responsibilities, but he just threw it all away.
Whoever on my side, they got kids and a mama that 100% love them. And at the end of the day, bro, all this bull that we talking about is stupid. That could have been handled a totally different way. It could have been handled to the point where a song and $3-4 million could have came out or whatever. Like, they could have got handled in a legit way, in a music way.
This has made Lil Durk's jail life very hard. He's been moved into new sections, new cell blocks, and a completely different prison because he keeps on being targeted on the inside, making it a higher likelihood he could be released on a house arrest agreement if this continues further. However, this didn't settle well for Charleston White. He said the exact same thing about YNW Melly, where he believes that people like him and Melly shouldn't be living good lives inside of jail. They allegedly committed one of the worst crimes you could ever commit.
Even the YMW Melly, I'm so happy he in jail getting mistreated. Yeah, I'm so happy he in jail getting mistreated, homie. Homie, when you take a life, homie, you ain't got a right to complain about a motherfucking thing about being mistreated when you done chose to play somebody.
As with Lil Durk's chances of release getting higher and higher, it was then time for the prosecutors to share evidence against Durk to convince the judge to not allow it to happen. This would start with another video clip of Brick Baby speaking publicly saying that you can't say Durk never slid for King Von anymore because they got Lil Pab. As once Durk was arrested, Brick Baby was on live stream, where he would then react to his older interview where he mentioned that you can't say Durk never slid, making it really look like he was the one that drew the federal attention to Lil Durk's name.
This is just it. 5 Chicago gang members with ties to Lil Durk, OTF, accused of being hired to alive Quando Rondo in the LA incidents where Lil Pab was unalive. Suspects faced the penalty if convicted.
But was this an attempted hit? Or
Well,
was
they can't say that no more.
Then they put you as
Why?
God.
Like, who died?
You can't say that no more.
Oh, because of FBG Cash? Oh, who?
Federal charges in California.
Nah, because Lil Pop.
So this is about the...
Oh. What's that?
But I'm just saying, they just say you can't say that no more.
As with the feds knowing to look into Lil Durk now, some of the first evidence they found was this footage of King Von jewelry shopping with two of the suspects that were arrested alongside Lil Durk, being Didi and Boogie.
Solitary stone.
We just looked at him.
Let's go over there.
What up, bro?
Boss, you good? My boy. Let's go.
They got real in here, man, because he just stepped in. The money man just stepped in.
Making it very likely that they also would have wanted revenge for King Von. But this is where it gets concerning, as there would be a report that shares Lil Durk found out his co-defendant OTF Vonnie, King Von's cousin, filed for protective custody when they came to court together this week. This got the attention of Lil Durk's best friend, OTF Bezu.
No motherfucker know what's going on, but them people that's in them courtrooms, man. For real, for real. Them be false accusations. Y'all don't even know what the be going on for real. Y'all really be trying to play Inspector Gadget and all this. Y'all just be weird as hell. That's what I be talking about, man. Like, first y'all they threw the jams rumors out there. Now y'all talking about Vonnie a snitch, gang. A snitch on what? Y'all don't even really know what's going on for real. My kids, y'all really just be running. And that's why I don't participate in nothing that got to do with nothing illegal. Because of you motherfuckers, y'all be trying to get them put under the jail.
As it gets crazier from here, as DJ Academics would also speak on OTF Vonnie allegedly snitching. This caused major confusion.
When you see Flacco post something, you almost gotta be like, look at this headline. Lil Durk found out that his co-defendant OTF Vonnie, King Von cousin, filed for protective custody when they came to court. Okay. That sounds so crazy. This is why we have streams like this. This is, you know, I'm not gonna get on anybody or anything like that, and I'm not gonna ever say that I haven't, you know, maybe jumped the maybe once in a while, but I definitely do aim to be correct, and I never try to be incorrect out of malice, right? This is why we love to bring up the paperwork and try to explain it, and also increase everyone's knowledge on stuff, because a lot of times these days the headline is way better than the story.
However, Lil Durk knew that OTF Vonnie didn't snitch. He would end up making, though, a very big mistake, as he would make a phone call from jail saying that he is not going into protective custody, but it actually means that OTF Vonnie isn't, as this all happened within 8 hours. The caption reads, "Just got off the phone with my brother Lil Durk. He's in good spirits, staying positive, trying to get back home to his kids and family. We're not glorifying negativity, we're more than just street guys." That's actually an understatement. We're men of honor, in the code, no matter our financial status. Bro hit the main line with the rest of our kind, no protective custody. Where Lil Durk himself would say that he is not going into PC, but it's actually code telling the public that OTF Vonnie isn't the one doing it.
This call was from a federal prison.
Say what, bro?
I said, I know you're real, but if you need anything, you know I got you.
You know, I appreciate it. You know, the thought that count,
Yeah, I know how that be, bro. It don't matter, bro. We ain't never moved our money. Except for that first time. Once it was that, it was that. Once it was like then, it was everything was his.
Yeah. I feel got the same. I can't feel like shit. Where you from? What you got going? I been to it, yeah.
Man, what? The PC? Hey.
They thought they saw the computer, you downstairs, they be like, man, you know you, man, send me upstairs. Whatever it is, I gotta tap to it. Nah, for sure. Can't go no more with a PC and come out acting all crazy.
As Lil Durk got into a lot of trouble for doing this. He was moved cell blocks, his phone privileges were cut down to a very small amount of minutes per day, but he wanted to make it clear that OTF Vonnie was not snitching, as even DJ Academics would share the truth behind the situation.
With all due respect to whoever 900 brother is, again, with all due respect to you, the guy's fighting for his life. I get it. Maybe for whatever reason, which I still think would be a dumb reason, let's say that Durk wants to address the people. You know how you put this out? You say, yo, Durk, we on. You let him say what he's saying to the public, and you cut it off. We don't need to hear y'all back and forth. Because a lot of this audio kind of feels like maybe this wasn't how Durk wanted to first communicate with everybody in the world. Anything he does is going to go viral. Having a conversation about, even if you think it's in good faith, yo, we don't move off money, nah, blah, blah, blah. It don't sound right. It don't sound right, brother.
As it all isn't terrible for Lil Durk. Nobody seems to be snitching, as it was also announced by a lawyer what his release date could be. It would be announced. Kodak Black's attorney Bradford Cohen says Lil Durk has a chance to beat the King Von and Quando Rondo revenge case unless OTF testifies against him.
When it comes to Durk Banks, so far I've seen one text that says don't have them associate my name with any kind of flights that they're taking. Certainly that's not a good text, but is that the only text? Because that doesn't, that in itself doesn't stand on its own. Certainly it's circumstantial. But like I said, we have to wait and see what other evidence they have. If they have a snitch, if they have videotapes or audio tapes of him saying something, I think that's a lot different than, hey, just make sure you don't associate my name with these guys. So I'm hesitant to say that they have, a slam dunk case on Durk Banks.
It's still very early in the case, but if the feds don't have enough evidence to prove that he did it without a reasonable doubt, it's possible that his lawyers could get him free. But that's without hearing the audio recordings that OTF Jam picked up with his wire for the last 2 years. But a famous rap lawyer revealed Durk's release date and what it could be.
So it all depends on the hunger of the U.S. attorney and the AUSA that's involved. And if they want this individual badly enough, they'll make very attractive deals for these individuals. What does a very attractive deal look like? I think they go for the lowest hanging fruit. Whoever, didn't actually kill the guy, maybe someone that was involved that didn't actually, or someone that, but it didn't hit, they're going to have forensics. Yeah. So they'll take whoever is the least culpable, and I think that they'll approach him and make a deal with him that'll be the most attractive. And if that guy doesn't make a deal, they'll move on to the next guy. So usually that's what happens, right? You go for the lowest hanging fruit first, the guy that you think will flip, the guy that didn't really have that much involvement. And I think what also is interesting with the indictment is it wasn't just money. They're like, oh, it could have been money or it could have been career advancement.